One year passed in the village, and the palace finally felt calm. When the wind blew, you could hear children laughing in the distance, and birds flew gently over the high palace roof. The king often walked with his son in the courtyard. They no longer felt like strangers. They spoke like friends, and the boy was growing more confident every day. Inside the wives' quarters, life was peaceful. The first wife sewed cloth, the second watered flowers, and the third prayed quietly. They still hoped for children, but there was no jealousy, only patience. One day, the village healer visited the palace. He said that peace had returned to the king's home, and that when hearts were open, children would come in their own time. The wives shared a quiet hope. Months passed. Rain fell on the village roofs, farmers worked in their yam fields, and the king's son trained with the palace bards. The king smiled more these days. Then one day, the first wife discovered she was carrying a child. The king was joyful and blessed her gently. When her baby girl was born, the palace was filled with warmth and love. Later, the second wife also became pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy. The king held the child carefully and whispered that every child was a gift. In time, the third wife also gave birth to a sweet baby girl. Soon, the palace was full of laughter. The prince taught his little brother to play, while the baby girls crawled and smiled. The three wives sat together like sisters, watching the children grow in peace. One evening, the king told his son, "You are my first son, but we are all one family." The boy promised to care for them all. When the Yam Festival returned, the village celebrated with music, dancing, and bright colors.